Hi, I am Imran Ali, Assistant Professor from Noida Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today I am going to start first lecture on operations management. Since it is the first lecture, so today I will be discussing about the nitty-gritty of operation management, what are the different basic concepts that a student must understand or need to be clear about what exactly it is the operation management. So, today's lecture will be it is related to what are the basic concept of the operations management, what is the difference between goods and services, since operation management it is concerned with both goods as well as services, and what is the evolution, how operation management has came into existence, what are the different stages through the operation management has came into existence, and what has been the different historical development in this particular concept. As far as the definition is concerned, operation is the part of a business organization that is responsible for producing goods and services. So, operation it is what? It is responsible for producing goods and services. Any organization, either it is into automobile industry or it is into steel industry or it is any service organization like into hospital, banking or entertainment industry, every organization has certain processes, and a process is responsible for how goods and services are going to be produced. So, operation manager are responsible to that their operations need to be more efficient, their operation need to be more effective, so that goods and services are going to be produced at right quantity or at right time. So, operation it is basically it is the operation management in a particular organization consists of multiple process. For example, the Hero MotoCorp or Maruti Suzuki or any manufacturing organization, if it is into the process of manufacturing a car or manufacturing a bike, it has or the product goes through the multiple processes, multiple operations are being carried out, multiple processes are being conducted to make a final goods or to deliver a final services. So, the operation management, since it consists with the multiple processes, we need to take care of that each process is efficient enough, each process is being conducted into the least cost and into the more efficient way. So, the operation management primarily is that how does our input that we have sourced from outside, that we have purchased from our supplier, how it is going to be converted within the organization or through the conversion process, and how ultimately these goods and services are going to be delivered to the final consumer. So, operation management is responsible for producing goods and services, and to produce a particular goods or a particular service, we need to go or the product has to go through the multiple operations. Multiple operations are to be carried out to make a final goods or to deliver a final services. So, as a operation manager, the responsibility is that at each operation at different stages, they need to be carried out more effectively and efficiently. So, it is how the operation management came into existence. I should also clear it to the student that operation management include both, it include product, it include services. So, if the operation also includes services like it is bank, in a particular hospital or in a particular restaurant, how quick a particular restaurant is to provide the services, how quick they are to cater to the need of the services, how quickly they are to manufacture a particular pizza or a particular product and are going to serve to the customer. These all are concerned with the operations of the company. So, company need to be more concerned about that how efficient the operations are and how they are going to deliver the goods and services to the consumer finally. Next, it is the operation management is the management of systems, processes that create goods and services. So, as I shared with you earlier also that operation management consists of multiple processes. Operation management consists of multiple systems, subsystems are there. At some point of time it is input that we have to collect, then these inputs are going to be converted into the output, then these outputs are going to be delivered to the final the wholesaler or to the retailer, and finally it reach to the consumer. So, the operation management has multiple sub processes, multiple subsystems are there. So, the operation managers had to look after or has to care of each subsystem and each processes, so that the production of the goods and services must be in a more efficient and effective way. Next, operation management is the set of activity that creates value in the form of the goods and services by transforming input into output. So, operation it is what? It is the process of conversion. Operation it is the process of conversion, and what we are converting? We are converting raw material into finished goods. We are converting input into output. So, it is the efficiency of operation, that how efficient your operation is, how efficient your organization is to create input into output. And the more efficient your operation is, you will be able to create more value to the customers, and the customers are going to be more satisfied for the future goods and services that they are going to purchase into future. So, the operation management is more concerned to create value, to create benefit for the customer. So, every organization is searching for how to cut cost, how to make your operations more efficient, what kind of modern and advanced technology need to be incorporated into your operation, so that maximum value or more values are going to be created into the for the customer. You say nowadays all manufacturing organizations are talking are using robotics, automation it is coming into existence. Into banking sector, blockchain technology is going to be utilized more efficiently in future course of time. So, use of advanced technology, use of robots or automation, it is going to create more value or it is going to be create more value in terms of the goods and services. They will cut cost, they will increase efficiency, productivity will increase, and the entire organization is going to be more benefited all around. So, operation management if it is effective, operation management if it is carrying out its activities on time, it is more capable to create good and services. We can easily examine it, or we easily can differentiate it, that organizations like Hero MotoCorp, like it is Hyundai or it is General Motors, these several organizations across the globe, their manufacturing process or even into the services, see into the banking industries, digital financial technology, digital app like Paytm, Soundbox, you have seen that once you have transferred the payment, the message came around that yes, this amount has been transferred. So, use of technology somehow created value for both. Value has been created for organization, value has been created for the customer, and the operation has been more efficient around. Recently Paytm has also earlier it was only a message by sound. Now the Paytm is also developing that there will be a visual message. Visually you will came to see that how much money is being transferred by the buyer. So, what I am trying to justify that Paytm, since it is into the financial services or it is a fintech firm, it is continuously using technology or it is continuously improving its services, so that maximum value or more value can be created for the customer. See into the banking industry also, every bank it is offering its app, the over internet we can transfer our fund. So, from if we compare the past and now, because of the technology or several factor, the operation of a bank has become more efficient and more responsible to the customer need. Now, banks and financial institutions are more capable to respond as per the need of the consumer. So, since the operation of a manufacturing organization or a service firm or the companies like PhonePe or it is Paytm or several other organization, or even a e-commerce firm like Amazon, which is known for its supply chain and efficient logistics, it's creating value to the customer by delivering services or goods on time. So, operation management is or will be creating value to the customer, and this value is only going to be created if we are as a organization are efficient enough, if we as a organizations are creating value to the customer, value to the organization. Operation is responsible to create value for both. It is for organization, it is for customers also. It is not only that only value to be created for the customer. For organization, the value should be should also be created. Whatever investment it is being made by company, ROI need to be generated. Whatever investment is being made by organization, profitability over quarter and quarter or year by year need to be increased over a period of time. So, this profitability need to came into existence. Operation management is discipline that apply to an office, a hospital, restaurant and a departmental store. I discuss that operation management applies to both. It applies to goods as well as it applies to the services. So, it applies to a bank, it applies to a financial technology firm like PhonePe or Paytm, it applies to a manufacturing organization like Bajaj Auto, Hero MotoCorp, Hyundai, Maruti Suzuki, General Motors and several other organizations. So, the application of operation management is much wider, and we being the understanding of the operation management, if our operation management is not efficient, organization cannot create value to this to the firm as well as to the customer. So, we need to look around and we need to just find out how we can make our operation much more efficient and effective one. The further, while the operations function is responsible for producing product, delivering services, it needs support and input from the other area of the organization. Yes, operation management is responsible for producing goods and services, but operation management cannot work or operate in isolation. It need support from other a department or other functional area of the organization also. So, operation management to run more efficiently, operation management to run more effectively, it will need support from marketing department, it will need support from the finance department, IT and the other department also. So, over a period of time they will be needing support from the marketing department, they would be needing support from the finance department. Marketing department in the organization is responsible for promotion, it is for advertising, for developing a strong brand image for the product and how your product is being perceived by customer. So, distribution is also comes under the marketing. So, marketing department will take care of all these activity and indirectly they are going to support to the operation management. Next, finance is the blood or it is the lifeline for the organization. Finance will ensure that sufficient funds are available for the organization, and these funds need to be allocated and these funds need to be distributed in such a way so that entire operation of the organization is good and the profitability of the company is consistently increasing. So, the finance department is to source fund either through equity or through debt and after sourcing or accumulating or raising fund from multiple sources, you need to channelize it, you need to distribute this fund in such a way so that overall profitability of the organization need to increase, or return on investment into the organization must be optimized. So, the finance department will also search the ways how our operations has become more responsible in supporting to the operation management. We need to find out the ways. Next, relationship with the operation management and supply chain. A supply chain is the sequence of organizations, their facilities, functions and activities that are involved in producing and delivering a product and services. So, supply chain is linked with the operation management, or supply chain support to the operation management. Supply chain start from the supplier, which is the first step into our supply chain, and it end from the till when your product has finally reached to the consumer. So, this chain from supplier till your product reach to the final consumer, it called as supply chain. If supply chain is efficient and it is quickly responding to the need of the consumer, your operation is also going to be efficient enough. Any organization whose supply chain is not more efficient, any organization whose supply chain is not very effective, their operation will not be going to be effective. So, we need to find out the relationship, we need to ensure that supply chain and operations are interlinked with each other. Your operations will going to be effective only when your supply chain is going to be effective and working efficiently. To add further, supply chain is start when you are sourcing raw material from multiple supplier. A steel company like Tata Steel, Steel Authority of India, Jindal Steel, they are sourcing iron ore maybe from different supplier. A manufacturing organization is sourcing multiple component from the supplier. So, we need to access approach to the supplier, then manufacturing next step will came, and this manufacturing will happen only when into the operation will take into existence, then the distribution will came into existence, then retailer are the people who are individually involved and selling their goods and services to the consumer. There are two approaches when we are finally selling our good and services to the consumer. First, we may ask any third player to sell our product, or company may also decide to establish our own retail store, our own unit to sell the product that the company has produced. Now, sometimes why the companies are manufacturing and selling by establish their own store, might be they want to have a strong connect with the consumer, might be they want that we should be quickly able to address the need of the consumer, and if any kind of issues or the problems are there, if company will directly involve with the customer, they probably will be able to address the issues of the consumer much quickly and faster, if as compared to if any third party would have approach or any third party would have deal with them. So, this is how supply chain process goes on, and supply chain and operation management are more effective and they are having a strong correlation with. In the years to come, especially into e-commerce industry, the firm like the Reliance Retail has came into, JioMart has came into existence. It is Amazon which is already dominating to the e-commerce industry, Flipkart, it is already there into the e-commerce industry. In this industry, you will say in the coming next 5 year or 10 year, the competition will be revolving around the supply chain efficiency. Only those firms will compete, only those firms will survive whose supply chain is more responsible, whose supply chain is more effective. It means that any company whose supply chain is more effective, they are quickly able to deliver, they are quick and fast to meet out the need of the consumer. Say Flipkart, Amazon and several other organizations are across India expanding their warehouses across different region or different state. It is just because if their warehouses are located at multiple locations, company would be able to meet need from any corner of India or from different part of India. So, once warehouses are more, organizational facilities are more, multiple locations they are getting, their supply chain is going to be more efficient. Now, if we talk about in terms of the international business or international context, companies are preferring to set up their own unit in those market where demand is high. We have seen recently Wistron has established its unit in India. We recently has seen that their units are going to be established into different part of the Apple has start manufacturing over here, because Apple feel like that their demand is going to be more over here. So, if demand is here, more business is going to be here, they are going to establish their own manufacturing unit. Since unit will be here, they quickly can make or manufacturing the product as per the requirement of the Indian consumer. So, they are going to be more efficient as per the Indian consumer need. Now, since operation management is concerned with both product as well as services, so product by definition is something that is capable to satisfy your need and it is tangible. Services are by nature intangible. So, I am going to differentiate between services and product on certain parameter. In terms of the output, goods are tangible, and in terms of the services they are intangible. Customer contact in goods, it is low, because into the manufacturing organization, the products when they are in the process of manufacturing, customer do not have any involvement. It is the machinery or it is the manufacturing process that they are going to develop it. But in case of services, customer involvement, customer interference is high, because at one side it is the customer, at the other side it is the organization that delivering a services. So, in manufacturing, customer involvement is low since more machinery are involved, but in terms of the services, the customer involvement is very high and they are observing you whether you are providing or offering quality services or not. Next, it is labor content of job. As I told you, into the goods or into the manufacturing, labor is less involved. Maybe it is machinery, it is automation, it is robotic that has came into existence. Over a period of time into manufacturing, labor content is going to be reduced, and into services it is high. I go into a education institution, go into a bank or into any service organization. So, the involvement of the labor or employees is higher. Next, it is the operation variation. Operation variation, I mean to say, in manufacturing organization, process of manufacturing a good is similar or it is same. It is predefined and it is going to be, but in services operations vary, because since customer is in front of you, each customer need is different. So, since the need of each customer is different, your process to deliver them is also going to be different. So, manufacturing process are not going to be much varied, because they are similar and a predefined way is into existence to manufacturing a particular good, but in case of services it is going to be changed. Next, it is measurement of productivity. In case of manufacturing, you easily can check the productivity of your employee or productivity of the organization, since output is tangible, but in case of services output is intangible. So, if you are going to measure productivity into services sector, it is a tough job, it is a tough task, but into the manufacturing it easily can be measured by per unit quality assurance. Into manufacturing it is easy, but into services quality assurance is a challenging task, since everything is intangible and there are only involvement of the employees and the customer. Into the manufacturing, inventory is high because tangible goods are there, we can store them for a long span of time, but in case of services it is inventory is low, wages it is less variation, but in case of the services the wages are less variation will be there. Next, it is why we should study the operation management. Operation management we study because it is one of the important function of the organization. It is responsible to create value for goods and services. How goods and services are produced, it is responsible, and operation management is responsible to create and produce goods and services. To understand what operations manager do, and it is such a costly part of the organization. So, we need to be much concerned about how operation management. Now, I am going to discuss about how operation management came into existence. Since today we are talking about artificial intelligence, we are talking about blockchain technology, we are discussing about 3D printing, but this is not from the beginning. Since 1770, at the very first when the industrial revolution had happened, the starting was that our maximum manufacturing, either it was at the small scale or the production was happening at a very small scale. So, the industrial revolution took place into 1772 into England, and the maximum manufacturing was based on machine. Now, it is technology, but way back it was not there. Next, into the initial there was a small order, into a small quantity we used to produce, unlike today that we are going to produce into the bulk. These are the different authors who has contributed some way or the other how operation management can be make more efficient. Frank Gilbert has said we need to study about motion, how we can make our movement more efficient. Henry Gantt talked about that employees motivation should, it is not only based on money, it can be based on non monetary working culture, support, other incentives and policy. Harrington had talked about use of expert to improve organization efficiency. So, we need to seek opinion from the other. Henry Ford had talked about mass production, moving assembly line, we need to produce into the bulk. Eli Whitney had talked about interchangeable part, and Adam Smith had talked about division of labor. I mean to say we need to divide the work as per the skill of the employees. Next, it is the Frank Gilbert. He talked about that workers after working consistently may be fatigued. Next, Alan Meyer talked about Hawthorne experiment, that what are the reasons behind motivation and more efficient work and less efficient. Maslow need hierarchy theory, it was if needs of the employees are met, then they are going to work better. Next, it is the Frederick Herzberg two factor theory has been given. McGregor had given the X and Y theory, and William Ochi had given about the Z theory. So, this is all about today, and it was all about the lecture basic of operation management. Thank you so much.